Hey everybody, this week we're going to listen to one of the most well-known stories, I think, from the Bible. It's a story in the New Testament about Jesus, and it's about the water. I bet you can probably guess what it is. So let's go ahead and listen to the story. Jesus sent his helpers and Peter across the other side of the lake in a boat. He was tired. He wanted to be by himself to rest and pray. He had been talking to lots of people all day. Soon the wind began to blow and the waves got bigger and bigger. Peter and his friends were getting scared. If only Jesus was here, they said. Then they saw someone coming towards them, walking on top of the water. No one could walk on water like that. They were scared. Jesus called out, "Don't be scared. It's only me." Peter couldn't believe his eyes and said, "If it's really you, Jesus, then tell me to come to you on the water." He got out of the boat and began to walk on the water to Jesus. While he kept looking at Jesus, he was safe, but when Peter looked at the stormy sea, he was scared and began to sink down in the water. "Help me, Jesus," he cried. Jesus reached out his hand and caught Peter. Even though the wind blew and the waves crashed around him, he kept looking at Jesus. Peter was safe. They got back into the boat and the storm stopped. Remember that when you keep looking at Jesus, you will be safe. Jesus will help you when you are scared too. So this story, Jesus is walking on the water back to the disciples in a storm. And Peter says to Jesus he wants to walk to him. So he starts to walk to him, but then he kind of loses focus. He gets distracted by the storm and everything that's going on around him, and he starts to sink. But Jesus comes and helps him back up. So this story is really a good image of our lives. Well, we keep our eyes on Jesus and we keep praying and having a relationship with God and all of those things, as long as we keep doing that, we'll be able to move forward in our lives and take care of ourselves and the people around us. But when we start to get distracted by everything in the world that's going on and we lose focus on God, our lives start to get harder, don't they? It's harder to focus on helping people. It's harder to focus on taking care of ourselves the more we're distracted by everything in the world. So this story helps us to remember how important it is to keep our eyes on Jesus as we move through our lives. So we're going to make a boat as our craft, since that's where the disciples were. They were on a boat. For this craft, you're going to want a paper plate, a pair of scissors, a popsicle stick, a glue stick, some markers to decorate with, and your favorite color of construction paper. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my scissors and I'm going to poke a hole right in the middle of my paper plate and just cut a little slit. And that's where my popsicle stick's going to go later. Then I'm going to fold my paper plate in half. Then I'm going to glue it together. So put a fair amount of glue to make it good and sticky. I go ahead and fold it, and then stick the paper plate, not the paper plate, the popsicle stick into that slit you made. And continue to glue it down. You might have to hold it and press it pretty hard to make it stick. And then you can decorate it. So I'm going to put some water on the bottom since this is a boat. I'm going to color that in. And on the other side too. And then you can decorate it however you want. My favorite color is green, so I'm actually going to put some green stripes on my boat because I think that'll look cool. The other side. So you can decorate it however you want, however you think will look cool. Then you're going to take your construction paper, and you're just going to cut out a triangle. And then you're just going to glue your triangle to your popsicle stick, then make it a flag. And there we have our paper plate boat. And then I'm going to write on my boat a message about our story. Keeping your eyes on Jesus keeps you afloat. I hope you have a great week, and I'll see you in Sunday school. Bye!